I thought that after 16 years as a paramedic, nothing could surprise me. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is a CPR mannequin made out of cardboard. Yes, you heard that right, cardboard. Has the world gone mad, or is there some method to this madness? My name is Alex Hepner and this is Group Call. Globally, there is a huge effort to teach CPR and we use a variety of mannequins right now. Leda's Little Annie is considered one of the most popular CPR training mannequins. I was trained on Little Annie and have used this model to teach over 1,000 learners in my career. It's been great, but recently 4 innovative Polish guys, a couple of paramedics, an industrial engineer and a software engineer came up with something completely outside the box, pun intended. A mannequin that's eco-friendly, sustainable, disposable and cost-effective. And yes, it's made out of cardboard. I'll admit, it's a bit strange. Exactly like Little Annie, it has a spring inside, but it also uses a coconut wool as a pad. And the most interesting feature, in my opinion, is that the main body is one-piece cylinder, unlike Little Annie, which has 2 unconnected sections. Why does that matter? Because the human body in cross-section is a cylinder. We don't have a spring-loaded mechanism inside us. So this cylindrical design may actually improve the realism. We will test it out in a moment. Okay, so chest compressions feels surprisingly close to reality. Like seriously, as someone who has performed my fair share of chest compressions, I can say this feels surprisingly good. I'll go even further. At times it feels better than Little Annie. Is it robust enough? I'm not sure. The manufacturers claim it can withstand over 100,000 compressions, which, if my math is correct, equals about 50 to maybe 60 very, very active first aid courses. Now, one area that could use improvement is the airway. Yes, I know fewer bystanders are performing mouth-to-mouth these days, especially after COVID. And current guidelines reinforce hands-only CPR, but I would still suggest finding a better solution than just a plastic bag that is attached to the cardboard. Another issue is the feedback option. The manufacturer promotes an app that supposedly provides feedback similar to QCPR in Little Annie, but I couldn't get the app. So far, I've been using my Skills CPR device with this mannequin, but I would prefer something more user-friendly. And yes, I know people sometimes ignore feedback devices, but that's not the point. The option should still be there. Okay, so EcoCPR feels a bit more natural when you're compressing the chest, but a Little Annie is a bit more robust, has advanced feedback features, and looks more like a human. But that's where I have a problem with it, because when you teach CPR to people with anxieties or phobias, approaching lifelike mannequin can be kind of challenging. The same with teaching at schools, like in primary schools we teach CPR, and sometimes I feel like approaching a lifelike mannequin is a challenge to kids. What I also found is that kids can personalize this mannequin, so they can draw flowers, superheroes, etc. So they can make it a bit less scary than a lifelike human mannequin. I feel that this eco-friendly CPR mannequin is a good start in the project that should be developed further. Good for teaching lay people, great for kids. However, for clinicians, I would definitely suggest a bit more sophisticated equipment like the one I showcased in this video. My name is Alex Hepner and this was Group Call.